freelancers, it's your pricing queen here, Jazz, here to help you turn up the heat in your pricing game. As a freelancer myself, I know how tough it can be to set the right price for your services. But fear not, my friends, today we are going to dive deep into some pricing strategies that will help you earn what you're worth and build a thriving freelance business. And as always, I'll be adding a pinch of foodie flair to keep things spicy. So grab your aprons, grab your chef's hats, and let's get cooking. Okay. Hands up if you are a creative that suffers with imposter syndrome. Right? I call her Izzy. Izzy is someone that comes to visit and lets me know that I might be stepping out of my comfort zone. I might be running the risk of things not going 100% to plan because there is no plan. If you are someone that suffers from creative imposter syndrome, this is baked literally just for you. As creatives, it can be really hard to define what we bring to the table and define our worth. The whole reason I created Creative Business Kitchen was to help other creatives who struggle with pricing and create stronger pricing strategies that align with the value that they provide to their clients. But when it comes to defining our worth to ourselves, well, that's a whole other piece of pie, my friends. We've all had those days where we spend hours scrolling Instagram, amazed and inspired by the incredible works of your peers. They're doing all these super admirable things. They're awesome, they're incredible, and of course you're so proud of them, right? But then this voice starts creeping in the back of your head. You start to doubt yourself and feel like an absolute total fraud. How could you ever even measure up to these amazing people that you're seeing live out their wildest dreams and freelance fantasies through the phone screen? You start making comparisons between their work and yours, and inevitably questions like this kind of pop up into your head. Am I creating good enough work to be part of this community? Do I measure up to the talent of those who are around me? Is everyone just laughing at me behind my back? When will the day come that they realize I am an absolute total fraud? And just like that, imposter syndrome sits her butt down next to you, ready to feast. So why do we need to stop feeding our creative imposter syndrome? Well, firstly, creativity isn't actually quantifiable. The creative world isn't a perfectly baked pie, as much as I wish it was, where each creator is cut a singular slice that directly correlates to their talent and skills. Your value as a creative is not added to, nor subtracted from, or based on the existence of other creatives' work. Number 2, now someone else's success is not your failure. Comparing creators is kind of like comparing recipes for the perfect chocolate cake. No two are the same, and let's be honest, it's perfect chocolate cake. The mere existence of chocolate cake makes it perfect. Another creator's success isn't a yardstick to measure yours up against. This comparison is literally killing your creativity. Comparison when it comes to creativity is much like a meat pie. It's literally fruitless. I know, I couldn't help it. I had to do the food pun. I'm so sorry. When you compare your work or skills to others and start to second guess yourself, your creative juices literally run dry. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't make you a better creative or a better freelancer to compare yourself to others. Letting your imposter syndrome take over saps all of your creative focus and your energy and just doesn't serve you at all. Creativity happens best when you're excited, when you're energetic, when you're feeling good about yourself and your work. You get into that kind of flow state and you can really sink your teeth into what you're creating because you are creating something that didn't exist yesterday, and the mere existence of it is what's more important. Does this all hit a little close to home? I know it does for me. I've been there so many times. In fact, imposter syndrome hit me today with this video. But what can we actually do about it? Here are my tips to stop binge feeding your creative imposter syndrome. Firstly, I want you to watch out for signs that you're heading into a self-doubt spiral. Learn, recognize, and avoid the triggers and patterns that invite your imposter syndrome out to play. If your imposter syndrome sits down best when you scroll Instagram, Facebook, or your Pinterest feeds are causing you more heartache than inspiration, it's probably time to take a break from socials and take a little bit of a step back and go back when you're ready. Take a walk, hang with the dog, make something from scratch, and head back when you're ready to take that on as inspiration rather than intimidation. Sometimes near enough is good enough. I posted this pic a little while ago, which is like, sometimes your half-assed attempt is someone's whole ass. If you're a self-confessed perfectionist like me, it's easy to fall into a pattern of self-doubt when you're finishing up a project. Imposter syndrome has this friend, it's like this gal pal, just a little more. Save your sanity and your self-esteem when you're just a little bit mooring yourself into oblivion, and remember that nothing will ever be perfect. The mere fact that it exists, it's fulfilled its perfection of actually existing. Have faith in your skills and ability to provide awesome work to your clients and find the joy in creating something. And on that, nurture your creativity. Buy it some flowers, bring it breakfast in bed, take it out to a fancy dinner and a movie. Sounds silly, but your creativity deserves to be pampered and treated like the god or goddess it is. But really, celebrate your creativity. The fact that you can create something that didn't exist yesterday is an amazing and valuable thing to have. Remind yourself why you're great at what you do and renew that spark regularly by doing things that just get your creative juices flowing and aren't for a particular purpose or outcome. Now, this isn't a cure-all, but hopefully it will help you start to recognize what causes imposter syndrome, or IZZY, to come out and creeping out of the dark, and in time you'll be able to find it easier and easier to roundhouse kick her in the face and send her straight back to where she came from, so you can sit back at your computer, focus on what's important, your work, your clients, your creative goals, and creating something that didn't exist yesterday. You are the master of your mind, your creativity, and your imposter syndrome can only creep in as far as you let it. Now go get a snack and feel good about the incredibly talented human you are today. Unleash your creative magic without inhibition and have a wonderful day. Mwah! Order up! Thank you so much for joining me today, my fellow freelancer. I hope you found these pricing tips valuable and empowering. And if you're looking for more guidance or support to help you with your more profitable freelance business in the future, head over to creativebusinesskitchen.com. There you'll find a wealth of resources and tools, including pricing calculators, project templates, marketing strategies, and everything you need to help take your business to that next level. So don't wait. Come and join the Creative Business Kitchen and let's whip up the success of your freelance business together.